Hello colleagues. Today we will talk about about the one whom many idolize. About who for many is a role model. That's right, about Elon Musk. I will try to be impartial in this matter. Although this is hard to do. Because Musk argues that I, a law-abiding citizen born in eastern Ukraine, must come to terms with the fact that international law is no longer valid. It doesn't make sense to analyze every point written by Musk. It's enough to read the comments on his tweet to understand the situation. But it is important to understand that those who tolerate his position are those who are ready to violate international law. What benefit these people have or will have is another question. Elon is burying himself with further tweets, trying to cite some jerky statistics on Ukraine as an example. Or manipulating the wording of his poll. But we're talking about business, right? I will try to give a few theses that can be projected onto your own or someone else's business, thanks to this curious story with Elon Musk's tweets. Hype. Elon Musk has succeeded in provocations and hype. Finding special topics that provoke people into an emotional discussion of some issue is a special skill of marketers. Such topics allow you to involve people in the product that the marketer is promoting. When creating content, it is possible to create intentional errors. Such errors should not be critical for the content being created. At the same time, such errors can generate an additional audience around your content. At the same time, users will return to the content again and again with a desire to add some thought or see the arguments of the opposing side. Manipulation. Very often, the created provocation has a specific purpose. It is difficult for us to predict what purpose Musk's provocation has. We're not going to assume that Musk is a stupid person, right? Then, of course, the created provocation has a specific goal or is a consequence of something. The simplest explanation was Tesla's unsuccessful quarterly report. As a result of which Tesla's shares began to fall rapidly. And this is a simple shift of a newsbreak from one event to another. Has Musk made things better for the company in the long run? I have a doubt. Reputation. As for me, you can manipulate anything, but not what is connected with people's lives. So, for example, I often did not understand the memes associated with the coronavirus. Today laughed at a meme, and tomorrow died from the topic of this meme. Why don't you get a Darwin Award? At the same time, such cases with coronavirus are not isolated. If Musk allows violation of international laws, then his reaction is interesting when, as a result of some corruption components, part of his business will be taken away. If a business leader accepts the possibility of breaking the law, then this is not a good signal for investors. This story will have a longer and more unpredictable effect. Law violation. You need to understand that almost any business in one form or another violates some law. The business owner may not even know that he is breaking some law. Some do it on purpose, and some don't. Most often, small businesses break the law for the sake of survival as such. A business with big money breaks the law to minimize taxation. I'm not encouraging you to break the law. But, to achieve certain business goals, you can actually use some legal life hacks. That can be considered a violation of the law, although legally this will not be a such violation. Yes, you can and should look for similar life hacks. But, when your life hack has a conflict of interest with security, or the lives of other people or companies, then no one will be loyal to such life hacks. But we don't admit that Elon Musk is about corruption, do we? Right? You shall not make for yourself an idol. Although I am an atheist, I perceive religion through the prism of the cultural heritage of a particular country or nation. I don't know if there is a similar commandment in different religions, but in fact, Elon Musk is a direct manifestation of this commandment. There is a strong disappointment in the personality of Elon Musk, as an intelligent and talented inventor. At the same time, the same commandment can be projected onto the linkage of all the company's business processes to one product or service. For example, when a business has only one online store. If for some reason the store breaks down, then the entire business stops working completely. Therefore, it is important to develop different sales channels, and not focus on only one marketplace like Amazon. Or, for example, when a business has one large client, it cannot be called a business. I have similar companies in my stock portfolio. One of these companies even has a minus 97% of the purchase price. Instead of fixing and selling, I bought. Let's take the cryptocurrency market. Investors are often disappointed when they invest all their money in one cryptocurrency. Diversification is the best thing that can happen with the human resources and resources of a business. Politics. I will not be naive. Playing along with big business to political forces can enhance the capabilities and resources of this business. But, such a way of development kills all innovativeness of business. Because it makes businesses dependent on these political forces. Cause and consequences. People often confuse cause and effect. In the thesis about Ukraine, Elon uses the thesis of Russian propaganda. This is the main propaganda trap. There was never a bad attitude toward Russian speakers in Ukraine until Russia began to protect them. I declare responsibly because the Russian language is my native language, but I in no way want to associate myself with Russia. Associating the Russian language only with Russia is as correct as associating the English language only with England. People who want to start their own business fall into a similar trap. They find many reasons not to start. Although each of the reasons is a consequence of the fact that a person simply does not have enough knowledge about the business they want to start. At the same time, some of such reasons may generally be a consequence of the fact that some information was misunderstood, wrongly interpreted, or erroneous. Perhaps there are some other unknowns in this story that we will find out shortly. Maybe someone has an idea what these unknown components are. Write about it in the comments. Although, who am I to talk about people of this magnitude? But, someone of you will become maybe cooler. Right? Peace.